During this class, I invite you to close your eyes anytime, make silly faces to relax your face, make sounds, really just do whatever feels good for you. We're going to start with one of my favorite ways to activate the vagus nerve, which will help us calm our nervous system and get into that rest and digest feeling instead of our fight and flight. So we'll start with the hands. Try to bring your index fingers and middle fingers and thumbs together, and then the fourth and the ring finger. So kind of like our Star Trek hands. These hands are going to come behind your ears. Now you can close your eyes right away. You can keep them open. And with the hands behind the ears, you're just gently bringing the skin and the fingers down and then back up. So it's just a little rub up and down behind the ears. We're not using any kind of hard pressure. It's just really just getting the skin moving. So it doesn't have to feel like we're digging into anything. But just keep this little rub behind the ears. You might notice you yawn. But this helps us to feel relaxed. So do it anytime you need. I find myself doing this throughout the day. Anytime I feel like I just need to calm down a little bit. So we're just looking for something where it feels good, helps you feel a little bit relaxed. It might take a few times to try this. This is new. But we're getting this nerve activated that runs from the brain all the way to the gut. A huge part of our digestion, our mental state. And we're getting a little bit of lymph flowing as well around the ears and the jaw. Just easy breaths while you're here. And let's release. We'll grab our strap or whatever we've got for our breath. If you've got a strap, you're going to take it behind you and cross around so that you're grabbing it with opposite hands and have the strap onto the lower ribs if you can. Maybe the eyes close. As you inhale, we want to feel that our ribs are moving into the strap. And just exhale either through your nose or your mouth. Inhale, feel that your ribs expand into the strap. So the rib cage expands in all directions as you inhale, fully exhaling. Keep going, and every time you inhale, can you feel the ribs move into the strap? And as you exhale, notice what happens to the strap, to the ribs. Might be easiest to focus on breathing into the side ribs at first. And if you can really feel the side ribs expand into the strap, can you start to focus on the back ribs? Can you inhale so big that the back ribs push into the strap behind you? You're going to keep breathing at whatever your pace is, inhaling into the strap. Fully exhaling either through your nose or your mouth. Can you feel the side to side expansion? Can you feel the expansion into the back ribs and the strap at your back? Really bringing our awareness to the breath and specifically to the rib cage. This type of deep diaphragmatic breath is also really calming to the nervous system. When we're stressed or when we're in that fight or flight state, we tend to breathe these shallow breaths using the accessory breathing muscles, which are around the neck and the shoulders, instead of using the ribs to get this deeper, fuller breath. So if breathing into the strap feels really challenging or you don't really feel any movement in the ribs, there's a very good chance that you're used to breathing through the chest instead and not getting that full movement of the diaphragm. You could always do this as long as you want. 360 breath is such a great way to calm the nervous system, tune into our body. But if you're feeling ready, we'll remove the strap Bring your hands over toward the left collarbone, and wherever it feels good, a little bit above, maybe right on the collarbone, maybe a little bit below, we're going to take the skin and just draw it down a little bit. So we're just taking the tissues around the collarbone and gently gliding them down. And as you do that, you might feel a little movement or adjustments in the shoulders. A little neck stretch here. Let your right ear start to drop to the shoulder. This might feel super tight around the neck, maybe even the front of the neck and the jaw. So just to whatever degree feels good, maybe the chin starts to lower down. You can do a little movement with the neck and just see if you can discover any tightness you might be feeling or holding on to. And breathe and move into it. Stay here as long as you want. We're going to switch sides when you're ready. Hands come over to that right collarbone. Just gently draw the tissue down, however much it feels good. Hold that neck stretch of the left ear to the shoulder. Maybe the chin comes down. Maybe it feels best to move. Chin can lift up and down. Go slowly and gently. There's a lot of different muscles and fascia that are being pulled and moved and stretched right now. So keep that 360 breath so that while we're here, we're not coming back to that shallow breath. Our brain and our body know we can relax right now. Good. When you're ready, come out of it. Our next self-massage is just taking our fingers to the jaw. Now you can just do tiny, very gentle fingertips. You can do a little bit more of a gentle pressure with some circles. You're going to do whatever feels good here. You can switch it up, try anything, wiggle the jaw around. But you also might be surprised to feel some tenderness here. Now it could be in different areas. Maybe you don't have any tightness here. Might be behind the jaw, right under the ear. So just do whatever feels good. Our jaw is one of those things that holds a lot of tension when we're clenching and when we're stressed. And not only does this affect what's happening at the jaw, but when we tense the jaw, we are very likely to be tensing the pelvic floor as well. So a lot of this tension in the body, we're not just feeling it in one place, but we're maybe feeling it in a lot of places that we haven't even considered yet, but it's all related to that tense clenching that we might do when we're feeling stressed. So just allow yourself this time to tune into what the body feels like. And can we bring ourselves to a little bit more of a balanced, relaxed state? And when you're ready with that little jaw massage, we're going to head onto our backs, coming to any comfortable position on the back. If that means knees bent, feet on the mat, stay there. If you'd like to extend the legs all the way out, you can do that. We'll do a tense and relax here. So breathe however you need to, but I'm going to have you tense your right hand. So make a fist with that right hand and just really tighten that fist, clench that fist, tense up the hand. Maybe it starts to go all the way up the arm. And let's take a big exhale through the mouth and relax that tension. Tense up that left hand, make a fist, really clench it. Tighten that whole arm. Nice tight fist, and then exhale through the mouth, release all that tension. Let's try to tense both hands. Make fists, really clench them. Allow that tension to come all the way up the arms. Exhale through the mouth, release all that tension, maybe wiggle the fingers. Now you can try to do that with the whole body. So tense everything you can. Maybe it's curling your toes under, making those fists, tightening the arms, clenching the jaw, anything you can tense. Exhale through the mouth, release everything. Wiggle the fingers and the toes, wiggle the jaw around. Come back to whatever your natural breath is. Try to search for any tension you might be holding on to. Exhaling it out. And as you're here, send one grateful thought out into the universe. Take a moment to thank yourself for this time of self-love and self-care. This time to tune in to your body so you can tune out what you don't need. I hope you'll come back to this practice whenever you need to.